socket and just be like,
dude,
that's how it goes.
I saw a YouTube video that got taken down. You know those ones that get, people post them because they think they're cool, and all of a sudden the cops are investigating, so they're taken down. Dude, this guy, it was literally like, you ever see how meerkats all go at a snake?
Yeah.
They just sort of lunge and lunge and lunge. You knock over the mic. That's what two groups of people were doing. And finally, somebody throws a fucking haymaker and catches, this is in a parking lot, catches this dude in the jaw, and he fell like Pacquiao, straight down like a fucking tree, and just lands on his face. And it was such a devastating blow, and he was one of the bigger guys that they had, that whole meerkat side of the fight just pulled back. So the other guy's going, come on, trying to encourage them to come back. And as he does, every once in a while, he just boots the kid who's unconscious right in the face. Like like if you're trying to kick a 40-yard punt. He did it like 4 times. It was actually nauseating after like the 3rd or 4th time. Like, dude, you're literally going to kill that guy. And his fucking pussy-ass friends just backed away and didn't come back. It's like you literally left that kid to be eaten alive by like a pride of lions.
Did your dad teach you to fight?
No.
Did he give you advice about fighting?
This is how he taught me to fight. He gave me 4 brothers.
Are you the youngest?
No, I was second oldest. So I used to practice on my 3 younger ones and then try it out on my older brother. But he had the psychological advantage on me till about freshman or sophomore year. I got my first victory. And people were shocked.
They would say, like, my dad never taught me how to fight anything. He would tell the teacher, like, do you realize quintuple the ass kicking coming?
Yeah, the additional beatdowns. Yeah.
Yeah, like it just doesn't play. But
you got to teach your kid right in the beginning, right around 3-4 years old, and when punching somebody, there's not devastating consequences. God, I'm gonna get letters if you have any sort of fucking soccer mom douches listen to this. But like that's when you got to do it. You just got to listen, son. You got to go there tomorrow and just ball up your fist and as hard as you can, punch him right in the mouth. Now it's a 3-year-old. He's not coordinated.
Yeah.
You just have him do that, and it's just like, no one's going to fuck with you again. And then you tell him, don't go around picking on weaker kids. But, like, that whole thing where they're trying to get rid of bullying, like, it's not going to happen. It isn't. And also, even if you get rid of the physical aspect of it, you're going to get into, like, a business situation, and people are going to bully you that way. And if you're this, everybody gets a ribbon, and you never had to fucking summons that thing up in you, either mentally or physically, to punch somebody else back in the face, you're going to get walked on.
Life is filled with losers. And you need to be taught that. I'm agreeing with you.
Yeah.
You can't go through life like, well, no matter what happens, even if I dog shit my way through this soccer match, I'm going to get a trophy. No, you're not. You suck.
Yeah. And you need to find what you're good at, because this isn't it.
Yeah. Well, I must be good at it because I have a participatory trophy. Ugh. My son, here's a good fight story you'll like. He takes karate because I remember going to school, public schools in Jersey, where we root for New York teams and we let them litter in our state, and then we still cheer for them.
Right.
And
I all crowd surf to a Bon Jovi concert.
And when they go, "Leave Frankie is the walk on the down," when they'd go like, "Hey, Matt Venezia is looking for you, bro," like then you just have that dread all day. Like you asked to go to the bathroom, like with a half hour left in school, and just walk home. Yeah, and that works for like every other day for about a week, and then you like go to the nurse, and then you just miss a day. You just hope this guy's like the fire will just burn out in him to whoop your ass. But like nothing's happened. It's just your turn.
Right.
And I made a commitment to myself with my sons. They will never know that feeling. Like both my sons will go, "Well, where is he?" My son takes karate around the corner. He's a brown belt. He's in school, and him and this kid are arguing. He doesn't argue, but there's some, it's the West Side. It's a very particular kind of kid.
All right.
And
rich douche.
And the kid's like taking a ball out of his hands, and he goes back and takes it back, and then they kind of start pulling this little like tether ball back and forth, and the kid like rakes my son's face with his nails and rips his shirt.
Went Freddy Krueger on him.
Yeah, like from the top of his head down across his face, and like he had marks down his face and onto his chest.
This is a boy or a girl?
A boy. Ripped his school uniform. Okay. And then my son just like...
Did his press-on nails come flying off?
Lee Press-On Nails. New sponsor. Thank you, Bill.
There you go.
Flawless. Friends, don't forget to wear Lee Press-On Nails.
I wear them this holiday season.
This holiday season, no one will know. Acrylics, there are... So
avoid the hassle of your own nails.
You don't want to sit in a chair and go, "Do you want square or round?" Don't answer those questions. Get Lee Press-On Nails. I think we just found a real sponsor for the crab feast, if there ever was one. So the kid rakes my kid's face, and my kid takes like a second. This is how it's all been explained to me by grown-ups. Like just kind of like this puzzled look, and then a right hook. Bah! Just Pacquiao drops the kid.
Good.
Where like everyone kind of freaks out. And they go to the principal's office, and the principal says, "You wait here and think about what you did." About 45 minutes go by. They call me. They call his mom. We all go to the school. They go back in. The principal goes, "Did you think about what you did? You're going to love this." My son goes, "Yes." And I stand by my decision to defend myself. And they just let him off.
Did he get a standing ovation from the adults?
For me.
That's great.
It is awesome. But then I had to tell him, like, well, now you're done. Like, you're kind of done. Like, that's your one. You can't fight until you change schools. Otherwise, it's like, man, this Mohr kid is like he's a little handsy.
Yeah.
He's a little
be
handsy.
Like, Rasheed Wallace now.
Can you
just
imagine
look at somebody and get a technical?
Follow that.
Yeah.
Can you imagine the tricks you would have tried as a kid if you had a fucking rubber playground? Like the playgrounds now are like it's not cement. It's like 6 inches of rubber.
Really?
You don't know this?
I don't have kids.
See, you got to get on the street, man. This is where the knowledge is happening. Put down the Miller High Life. When you hit a playground, walk around. Maybe wear sweatpants with no underwear.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. 44-year-old guy fucking walking around with no kids.
Do you want
Is this
kids?
rubber? Is this rubber?
Ah, hey, you
Yeah,
guys,
this is great. Where's everybody going?
bounce around with me.
Yeah. I don't need that. I don't need that in my fucking life.
Was there a kid in your school where you remember getting like devastating stitches and teeth getting lost like on a playground stuff?
There was always something. I got a lot of stitches growing up, but I was just like,
There wasn't like the one where like a kid fell off of school where you're like, oh my God.
we had a kid get run over by the bus.
I like how that was in your riff gun and you just chose not to take it out. You're like, no, not really. No.
Well, you took it.
A kid got hit by a bus.
No, you took it to falling off the school. I thought you meant just falling off the monkey bars, as they call it. The jungle gym.
Yeah.
Do they even allow that now, or is that first of all
not in Roxbury?
I'm sure. Yeah, both of those are considered too racially.
Well, they got rid of the merry-go-round. Now it's like one stick with a little place for your feet to go, and you just stand on it and you spin around because you can't. It takes up too much room. Remember the big merry-go-round where you spin your friends?
Yeah, and you say we're just going to spin you a little bit, and then he kept going until he went flying off.
Those are all, you can't find them anymore because they take up too much space. They're bigger than this table, and now it's literally about the size of a wheel of a car, and you stand on it, and there's a pole that kind of tilts out at the top, and kids come by and you can spin that way, and you look like a fool.
Wouldn't you spin faster if the wheel's smaller?
Yeah, you spin a lot faster for a lot less time, so it's also economical. Don't forget to read the book Cheat, written by Bill Burr.
I was gonna say.
Joe DeRosa's in on that?
Yeah.
Who else?
The teen idol sensation from the Opie and Anthony program, Joe
I know him
DeRosa.
very well. He's in love with the transvestite, and he almost got beat up by a man with a vagina. He's all mixed up.
Did he?
Buck Angel texted him right before he opened for you at Carnegie Hall. Buck Angel said, "I understand you're talking shit about me. You might want to knock it off, or I'll come kick your ass." Please welcome Joe DeRosa at Carnegie Hall. Why are you checking your texts?
And you know what?
Before you go on stage at Carnegie Hall, like, what do you? Hey, go get them, pal. Like, those have already been sent. It's only
and Joey's probably setting up his evening afterwards.
You know what? I was just in New York for a month. Spent most of my time with my wife. Second place, Joe DeRosa. The guy apparently crushes a lot of ass. Most of it over the age of 60. Holy shit! This is a guy that watches the Golden Girls and goes, "I wonder how old they are now."
Yeah. No, he actually owns that on VHS. He's had it since back in the day.
He got the anabolic Golden Girl.
That's disgusting.
He likes older chicks.
He does.
He
Somebody's
really
got
likes
to.
them.
No, he does. He does. He likes them. He kind of likes them all.
Oh, so you were talking about how far the show. Oh, the kid got hit by the. I got to hear about the kid that got run over by the bus. This is awesome.
Oh no, this is bad. No, he died. It's not funny. It's not funny. The bus driver opened the door as he was slowing down. He was trying to be funny, and he jumped out.
The kid was?
The kid, yeah, he jumped out. He hit the pavement. He fell down. He got run over by the double back tires. Got crushed. That was it. That was all she wrote.
How old is this kid?
I don't know. He was high school.
No.
Or maybe like 8th grade.
But old enough.
Yeah, it happened like right in front of my house. And I was watching TV and I heard this commotion and I never went outside. I'm glad I didn't. I didn't want to see that.
Do you remember what you were watching?
No, and Mio was probably watching the Cubs or something. That was before, What else was
WGN,
always?
the
Yeah, what was always
Superstation.
on?
I have
the
this
Braves.
fantasy that you're watching a show where somebody's getting run over by a bus. And they're like, hey, did you see the kid get run over by the bus? And next day at school, and you're like, yeah. But like completely nonplussed by it. Like, yeah, well, I don't, it's on every day at 3:30. I don't know what the. So that kid died?
Yeah.
And the town lose their minds and have like the 4,000 person funeral for the poor
No,
kid?
it was considered unfortunate, obviously, and but there wasn't a lot of hoopla. When the hell was this? This was after I had graduated high school, so I was just starting stand up, I think. So yeah, I was at home. How are you?
I don't know who that. I have no idea who this is.
So I was.
We're in the
We're in the middle of doing a
I don't know
podcast.
who you are. I don't know what's happening.
Oh, I know. I've seen you before on TV.
Why are you here?
I'm just working in the neighborhood, me and my coworkers.
No, thank you on all fronts.
On all fronts?
Yeah, please.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
That's one of the greatest no's I've ever heard. No, thank you on all fronts. The new book by Mohr. Okay, everybody. I'm just gonna be the commentator here. Everybody's turning around, making sure she's walked
I don't
outside
hear if he's
the
talking
gate.
shit on the way out.
Oh,
Hey, you can't close the gate? Why don't you close the gate?
Mohr just countersinking it.
No, that's all staying in. Yeah, how weird is that?
That was weird.
Like fucking Nell from What's Happening just walked into my garage. Like just complete the psychosis. These people that go door to door. Like first of all, the psychosis of like when you got to get me on your side immediately to be like a salesman. I understand, like that's the gig. But you walked into my showroom to buy a car. I know you want to buy a car because you're here.
Right.
So let's just talk like we know each other, and I'm gonna make the sale. But when you go to someone's fucking house. And you obviously, for the listeners, I don't know if you could hear, took a bus to get all the way to the place where you're going.
Jesus, come
What?
on, man. Come on.
What? You see the size of that lady? She can't fit in a car.
She could fit in a car.
She's right there right now.
What's wrong with
The
you?
psychosis.
I didn't
She's
sign
right-
up for this.
Now they're going to go back and forth going, who are those guys? Is that Bill Burr from Carnegie Hall? The
No.
psychosis to go like up to someone's house. Did you hear? You obviously heard her going like, "Hey, like we're friends." You probably thought I knew this person.
No, I didn't know what was going on. I thought that was your wife.
Yeah, I'm married to somebody.
I know. I
from
heard
a Fats
hey.
Waller musical.
My God, I just heard hey. So I thought, I don't know who it was.
It's one thing. I understand, like if you're in the mall and you got to spray perfume on people, like in the front of Macy's, or if like you're in a showroom and people are walking into your showroom, like, yeah, we're here to buy furniture, but like there's a gate, there's another gate, then there's a lawn, and then there's like people in the middle doing.
Hey, listen, what she's doing is a dying art. It's the door-to-door salesman. It's not a
She
lot
ain't
of those
selling
people left.
Shit. She's gonna ask me for a magazine subscription for some bullshit charity, and it's going in
That's-
her pocket.
that's sales.
And she's getting Lee press on
That's
nails.
sales 101. 101. I mean, that's hardcore. That's what she's doing. This is the sales version of when you used to have to bark to get people to come into the comedy club.
Yeah, I do now. I do
Huh?
these days.
No, you don't. You're Jay Morse.
At least, yeah. See that? Boom. Backdoor layer. At least it gets her walking around, moving around. It's like, goddamn, they were filming Precious out here in my front yard a minute ago. The guy that's angry at the world suddenly is like, ever since we talked about the
I'm
kid
not
got run over
angry
by
at
the
the
bus.
world.
The kid got run over by the bus. Now you're Joe sensitive all of a sudden. You're like, leave her alone. She's got to make a living. What? And tell, hey, me and my church group, me and my family, me and my
It's
friends.
the way you're going about it.
Me?
You didn't just
She
go.
walked
You
into
didn't
my
just
fucking
go after
garage.
her.
This
You
is
went
my
after
problem.
her whole kind. I don't go on that. You
The
want to
whole
just go
kind
after
of
her.
solicitors.
You want to go after her. You said obviously she came over in a bus.
She won't fit behind
You
the
started
wheel of
going
a
down
Mini
that
Cooper.
road. You
She's
started going
huge.
down that road. I don't go down that road.
You misread.
It's your podcast. You can go down that
Oh,
road.
I'm sorry, because I remember listening to you on XM Satellite Radio talking about how great it is when black guys curse people out and they get away with it, and going on and on because they.
And
go,
how did you hear that?
I heard
that
it like
everyone
this.
should join the Klan. How did you hear it in your head?
You-
What I was saying, because this is what I've learned: is I have no control over how somebody processes what I say. So how
Obviously,
did
and I
you
have no
how did you
control
hear
how
that?
you process it? Because
How did you hear it?
I'm gonna tell you in a second.
You put your index finger down, Jay Moore.
That's not my index finger. It's my thumb. A weird thumb.
He's